Now on to question number 2. Do I have a message? And if I do have a message, what is it? I don't try to put any kind of hidden messages or social commentary weaved through my stories, but my stories do have a couple of themes that run through every single one. The first and most obvious theme would be that evil is real. It's out there, and just looking at the world around you, it's very, very obvious. The second theme is kind of a surprising theme because you wouldn't expect to find it in the kind of stories that I tell. But the second theme is love. Love conquers everything, and it really does. Love plays an important role in every one of our lives. It plays a very large role in mine. And throughout my stories, there's always unspeakable evil. And they're always action-packed and fast-paced, and you always wonder how these people are ever going to survive this. How can they possibly come out alive? And they don't always come out alive. Lots of times they don't, but there's always love, and it always seems that no matter what, the love is able to conquer everything else. Whether they live or whether they die doesn't really matter, because we all die. I mean, every single one of us is going to be a rotting corpse one day. That's just the way of the world. But what we leave behind and what we're remembered by is love. The love we show others and the love that others feel for us. It doesn't matter what great accomplishments you have. It doesn't matter how fast you can run. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how tough of a person you are, or how famous you get, or any of those things. Because, like the old saying goes, you can't take it with you, so it doesn't matter. But where your true riches lie, and where the treasure that we should all be striving for is in the hearts of those that we touch, the hearts of our children, the hearts of our friends and family. That's the secret right there to life. That's the secret to immortality. Because the only way you'll ever live past your death is in the hearts and the minds of those that love you. And so, whether your character dies or whether you die in real life, it's not as important as how you live on. Because we will all live on after we're gone. Somebody will remember us. Somebody will think about us one day and say, hey, I remember that guy, or I remember that girl. But what will they say? That is what matters. Will they say, I remember that guy, he was an amazing person, man. He gave his last $5 so that I could have something to eat. Or, I remember him, that was my dad. He loved me more than anything in this world. And he'd go without every single day so that I could have. That's a pretty good way to be remembered. Or, will they say, I remember him. God, he was a mean guy. Never had a kind word for anybody. Always tried to hurt you. It's not such a good way to be remembered. So I would have to say my message, if I have one, and it's not something, like I said, that's conscious, but it's something that I've noticed that comes through in everything I write, is that no matter the circumstance, no matter what kind of mishap or misadventure my characters get into, they always find that they're loved. They always find that love is what can pull them through any situation, no matter how horrible, no matter how bad, because let's face it, if you were in a situation like a lot of my characters are in my books, in real life, What are you going to be thinking about? Are you going to be thinking, oh man, I can't die? I've got $1 million in the bank I got to spend. Or are you going to be thinking, man, I don't want to die yet. I just want one more banana split. Or are you going to be thinking about your children, about your wife, about the people that are worth more to you than anything else you have? Any amount of money, any amount of fame, any amount of anything. Are those the thoughts that are going to be on your mind when you're about to meet your Maker? I don't know about you, but that's what I'm going to be thinking about. The people that I love.